So hi out there everybody in Diamond Painting Land. This is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Tuesday, August 20th at approximately 10:50 p.m. Eastern Time. And as you can see, I'm coming to you today with an unboxing video. Whoop whoop! Anyway, so those of you that have been watching many diamond painters on YouTube have been watching their videos where they show their unboxing of this new diamond painting company called Victoria's Moon. I was also contacted by a person by the name of Alvina from Victoria's Moon back in about the second or third week in July. She posted a message on one of my Facebook videos, or YouTube videos, sorry, about the company that was just starting up and the affiliate marketing program that they were getting ready to start. And she asked if I'd be interested in reviewing a diamond painting for the company on my YouTube channel. So I would basically get a diamond painting for free, and she wanted me in return to do a YouTube video for the company to see what I thought about the product and everything like that. So I'm not as big of a diamond painting channel as quite a few of the other ones that are more widely known out there, like Stitcherista and Mrs. Crochet and Coffee and Rachel Ray, Diamond Painting by Donnie, Ella. I'm not as big of a YouTube channel as they have. I don't have nearly the amount of subscribers. And so I was a little hesitant when Alvina first reached out to me about doing something like this because A, I'm not that big, and B, I was like, well, you know, all these other companies or all these other channels are probably doing videos for them. And so I was a little initially hesitant to respond back and indicate my interest in doing a video. Well, it took me about a week, and I've watched a couple of YouTube videos on them and on the Victoria's Moon kits that people were receiving, and most of what I had seen at that point in time were pretty positive. So I decided to reach out to Alvina and agree to do a video. So around July 26th is when I reached out to Alvina from Victoria's Moon, and we corresponded back and forth for a couple of days, and she got my tracking information and everything, and my actual diamond painting shipped to me. Alvina sent me the email on Wednesday, August 7th, to let me know that my package was on its way, and she gave me the tracking information. She said it would take about 7 to 10 days for delivery. Well, the package showed up today. It's August 20th. I had it delivered to my husband's work because I wasn't sure if it would come before I had returned home to Ohio from California. As you know, I flew back home to Ohio on Friday the 16th. And I wasn't sure if this was going to come before I got home. So, since it came today and it was shipped on the 7th, that is 13 days. So it took approximately 13 days to get here. And I'm not sure if there was any kind of delays anywhere or anything like that. But as you can see, the box actually looks to be in really good shape. It's well taped up. The only kind of denting or damage that I've noticed is right here. You can see there's a little indentation in the box. Maybe you can't see it, but you can see there's a little indentation in the box where it kind of got crushed a little bit. You can see that right there. But that is the only crushing of the box that I can see. It is covered. There's no bubble wrap on the outside of the box. There's a little bit more damage to the box right here, but it's wrapped in this basically like a heavy duty trash bag type of black wrapping with the orange packing tape. But Anyway, so it looks pretty good. So I'm actually looking forward to opening this up for you. So I have my scissors here, and we will go ahead and get into this. I don't care if you see the shipping information, because it was shipped to my husband's work. So alright. Alright. So we open it up, and it is in this box. It doesn't look like it got opened by customs, which is good. Well, you can see the box, the dent in the box. So here is the dented box part. You can see right here. That is really the only major damage that I see to the box. Both ends are taped shut, and they're still taped shut. I don't think this was opened by customs at all. So anyway, so this is the box for Victoria's Moon. It says DIY 5D diamond painting. 5D and 3D diamond paintings are the same thing. DIY, do it yourself. So they basically mean the same thing. It just I think the 5D might just refer to the number of facets. I'm not sure if this is an actual Victoria's Moon box per se. This might just be a recycled box from the kit that they got. But it says here it's shiny diamond, diamond ancestry. Not sure what that means. Number 1, non-ironing, 447 DMC colors. So here it gives you a little teeny picture tutorial of how to diamond paint. You put your wax on the pen, you touch the pen to the drills, you put the drills on the field, and then once your picture is completed, it's ready to go. All right. So let me get this open for you. All right. All right. Put those off to the side. Put that off to the side. So here we go. This is the inside of the box. So as you can see, this is what's inside the box. Let me move this away for a little bit so you can get down in there. So it looks like they sent me the one pen that they sent to everybody else, and the diamond painting is actually wrapped around the drill field and everything. And as you can see, the diamond painting has kind of sort of taken on a little bit of a square feel, rounded square feel, to kind of take the shape of the box. So it did kind of take the shape of the box. And it does look like back where I can see where the box is dented right here, that the diamond painting is actually bent just a little bit right in that area. So we will take a look there and see if it's creased or how bad it is. So I'm going to take out the diamond painting from the box. So it's got the opaque cover with it. And I'm actually pulling everything out of the box. As you can see, there's nothing left in the box. Put that off to the side. So you can see here where the crease was in the diamond painting. There's a little bit of wrinkling. But actually, my canvas here actually looks pretty pristine. I mean, there's really no crunching on the ends, per se. And all the, everything looks to be okay. Except for a little bit of the creasing, like right here, where the box got a little dinged. So my box actually showed up quite nicely, and it looks like my canvas is going to be actually pretty pristine. So as you unroll it, you have this DIY 5D diamond painting. That gives you several symbols, and I can't quite read what they are. But anyway, yeah, there's a little bit of the edges are a little puckered just a little bit right down in here, but nothing really to necessarily be worried about. So I am actually gonna kind of lightly unroll this thing, maybe unroll it this way, so that way I can get to the stuff on the inside. So the nice thing is they kind of gave me an inventory sheet, which is really kind of nice. It doesn't have the thumbnail on the picture. So if I got just the sheet of paper, I might not know what diamond painting it's for. But down here at the bottom of the list, right down there, it says SJ8266. That SJ8266 matches the diamond painting code here. So I could tell that this inventory sheet is for this diamond painting. The symbols on here look pretty clear. There are no letters per se. It's all different symbols. The only one that's really hard to read right off the bat is number 2. You can't really tell what that symbol is. It just looks like a dark square, but that is color number 154. And there's a couple of symbols on here that look pretty similar. Like number 2, you can't tell what it is. Number 11 is kind of hard to look at. Number 14 for sure is a little hard to determine. And number 17 is also really hard to determine. I'm going to have to look at the diamond painting to see how close those colors are to each other, to see if it's going to make it difficult to distinguish on the actual diamond painting. Okay. So, looking, since I have it upside down, we will look at the canvas here in a little bit. You can see there's maybe a couple of little wrinkles in the canvas, but generally, as a general rule, my canvas actually looks really nice, you guys. So you have the diamonds. You have the tool kit, which is a single placer with a 9-placer tip. We have a little teeny green boat. We have a, looks like almost a 1" by 1" square piece of wax. And we have just some basic flat bent angle tweezers. And then we have a little bit, a lot of people were confused initially by the additional little thing that's in the toolkit from this company. But after watching several videos, I now know what this is, so I came prepared. This is actually another little piece of essentially the double-sided adhesive that they put on the canvas. So if you have a piece of your canvas that you need to repair, you have a piece of the double-sided sticky tape, so you can actually repair your canvas with this. So that's what this is if you ever get any of their kits. They give you a little piece of the double-sided adhesive so you can repair your canvases. So one of the other things that they've included in this kit is this diamond painting pen right here. This is a diamond painting drill pen, and it came in this little box. And a lot of people have also been kind of not really happy with the fact that the wax tip on the pen, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but the wax tip on the pen has melted a little bit to not be a point anymore. I can probably, well, it looks like I'm probably going to have to heat it up in order to get it to move around, but I just broke the tip off of it. But this is hard, a little bit of hard wax. So I imagine if I worked with it a little bit, softened it up, I can get it kind of reattached to itself. But this is just a wax drill pen. You know, you can take this off, but it has a very long end where you stick the wax. In. Sorry about that. I need to show that. But it has a that's where you stick the pink wax in, the tip, and then you just diamond paint with this. It's a very thin. I may actually try and use this. I don't know that I'm going to use the wax, this part, because I'll have to heat it up to get it to reshape back to a point. But I don't think I'm necessarily going to use this part of it. I may actually use this part. I don't know, but this is actually kind of cool. It's got, looks like little teeny pink rhinestone crystals inside mine. That's really cool. I'm actually kind of glad to have one of these. I would probably try it out and see how I like it. Yeah. So that's actually kind of cool. I'm kind of glad they sent me one So now I can experience it. But yeah, the tip of mine actually did melt a little bit into the top of the container. But it does come with a container, with a storage container, so you can store your pen in it. And I hope I got that on right. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. It's hard to say. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that wax tip that I broke off of it is just kind of now floating in the container. But yeah, so they sent me this wax, this drill pen. That's kind of cool though. I may use it. I don't know yet. It just really kind of depends on how much wax I can get into that tip, and if I can actually get the tip to, if the tip is actually big enough to pick up the drills. Alright? So I'm going to kind of roll this out a little bit. This was the cover to the drill pen. Roll this out just a little bit. Let's see if I can get it to kind of relax. Alright, so let's venture into the diamond painting. So on the sheet, you can see here, there is 33 colors. One of the things about the diamond painting that I noticed first off the bat is there is also no thumbnail. Oh, there's the thumbnail. Okay. So the thumbnail on mine is actually down below the thing. And this is a wolf. It's supposed to be, it's a stylized wolf with a mountain in the background. I don't know that you're necessarily going to be able to see it in the picture. There you go, you can kind of see it. You see the wolf. It's got two spirals on its front chest area, and then the background behind it. My husband and I are really big fans of anime, and one of my favorite animation companies is Studio Ghibli. They have an anime called Princess Mononoke, and this kind of reminded me of the wolf from Princess Mononoke, which is why I ordered it. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get into the drills. A lot of people that have gotten their orders and gotten their review kits from this company have said that the drills are actually really well made for this. Actually, before I do that, I'm actually going to go ahead and, oh, no. Alright, so, bear with me just a minute. Alright, so we have the drills. Sorry, not sorry about the crinkling. I just need to figure out how to get in here. If you don't, sorry if you don't like the crinkling. I'm just, you know, doing my best to get this video for you guys. Alright? So, again, on the canvas, it has the canvas skew on the drills right there, so you know what canvas your drills go to. And as you can see, there are lots of colors. So all of these drills come pre-baggied, which means they are done by weight. Unfortunately, with the inventory sheet, they don't tell you how many drills you're supposed to have or even how much weight you're supposed to have. So it's just going to kind of be a guessing game to see if you have enough drills. And the only way you're going to know that is to actually complete your picture. So you won't actually know that you have enough drills of any given color until you complete the picture. And sorry, my camera went out of focus. There we go. But yeah. So I have 33 colors in this. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in color order. So we have 22, 18, 6 goes up there. There's 5. There's 4. There's 33, 14, 29, 11, 13. There's number 2. There's number 20, 22, 24. There's 32. Number 12. Number 16. 26. 15. 25. There's number 9. There's number 3. Number 17. There's number 7. Number 21. There's number 10. There's number 1. There's number 8. There's number 31. There's number 30. 15, 16. There's 28. 21, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. All right. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 colors. So we should have 33 colors. Okay? Now I'm going to go through and make sure that we have the color number. Number 1 is 151. Number 2 is 154. Number 3 is 158. Number 4 is 209. Number 5 is 300. Number 6 is 327. Number 7 is 402. Number 8 is 498. Number 9 is 554. Number 10 is 760. Number 11 is 791. Number 12 is 792. Number 13 is 793. Number 14 is 803. 15 is 818. 16, 819. 17, 823. 18, 902. 19, 919. 20, 921. 21, 939. And 939 is the biggest bag of diamonds. So this is a very deep, dark blue. So this is going to be very similar to the black. So when we get into the canvas, I will show you. But this is the biggest bag of drills, the fullest pack of drills. There's 46.8 grams of these. The next big amount of drills that I have is for 823. This is 35.2 grams. And the next biggest one after that is 803 at 31.0 grams. So I have the most of 939 at 46.8 grams. Alright, so number 22 is 945. Number 23 is 951. 24 is 963. 25, 33, 26. We have a couple of stragglers. You can see the blue ones in the bag right there. 26 is 3328. 27 is 3726. 28 is 3770. 29 is 3803. 30, 3825. I have 20.6 of these. 31 is 38.35, 32 is 38.36, and 33 is 38.65. So I have all the colors that I need. I have the specific colors that it calls for according to my key. So I'm really glad they actually sent me the inventory sheet. I think they might be listening to some of the people who said that they, that this might be a good thing. So I'm actually really glad they sent me the inventory sheet. So I'm actually going to use this to write the information down for you, or for my records. So I have this to keep because I use the Elizabeth Ward DeReese storage system for my drills, and when I go to kit this up, I'm probably just going to leave the colors in the baggie until I start on this one. I'm not sure when that'll be, but anyway, so all the drills are here. So if you give me a few minutes, I am actually going to put the drills back in the bag. Just bear with me just a minute while I crinkle everything up and put the drills back in the bag so I can look at the canvas with you. Alright? I am really excited to get this, and it looks to me like I don't have the canvas problem that quite a few other YouTubers have had with their canvas from this company. So this actually makes me really happy. It's all kind of based on your experience, it's really up to you if you decide to order from them. I'm gonna keep them in mind when I go to place an order for a diamond painting in the future, because my experience right now with this, I'm actually quite pleased. So let me actually show you. So I did get a square diamond painting. This is a square, and you can see this is 38.25. This is kind of a peach color, a bright peach. And just looking at the drills in general, they don't look oily. They all look pretty uniform. I'm not really seeing any dimpling or anything like that. I mean, in general, the drills actually look pretty clean, you guys. There's some dimples on these ones, but the dimples aren't going to matter on the back. As long as they stick, they're alright. I mean, even some of these drills that I don't have very many of, they're all very uniform. I'm not seeing any trash. I'm not seeing any flashing. Those little tabs that you get on the sides, I'm not seeing any of that. They all look to be relatively uniform and actually relatively pristine, you guys. So yeah, I mean, I'm not really seeing anything that would jump out at me. I don't have any 310s in this kit, so I can't compare the 310s from this company to other companies, but generally the 310s tend to be the dirtiest color. So so far overall, I'm actually really impressed with this kit, you guys. So far, trying to get that back together so I know what kit we go to, and I will put this off to the side. Alright, so I'm going to flip this over for you now, and we shall take a look at this diamond painting. This is in one big sheet. The glue is, or the double-sided adhesive is in one big sheet. I don't really care for that aspect of it, but it looks like there might be a couple of creases here, but I'm not sure. That might be one of the things I noticed here is there might be, I think there's a little bit of a bubble, so I may be able to press that down and get that taken care of from the back, but we shall see. Anyway, so time to look at the canvas. Alright, and on this one the glue actually extends beyond the drill area. Not by a whole lot. I've seen some canvases where it has come across a little worse, or it has extended past the canvas quite a ways. So I'm just trying to pull this back some. Wow. Okay, you guys, so I'm peeling this back. This is the top. And I can tell because it's the mountain. This is the mountain right here. So I'm getting to the area where I'm kind of trying to see if there is a bubble there or not. All right? So, all right. So this is the top area here. The drill field on this, you guys, looks fantastic. I'm actually really impressed. And I can actually determine the symbols on the chart pretty well. So if you look at the legend that is printed on the thing, you can actually see some of the darker colors that were on the printout are much lighter here. Like you can see color number 2, 154, is like a purple heart. And the purple hearts, I just saw them. The purple hearts, if you look in this blue area, like right here, you can see the purple hearts are down in this area right here. So they're actually going to be very easy to distinguish from each other looking at the actual canvas. So that should be really good. I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually really impressed with the drill area so far from what I see. I'm going to switch it around over this way so I can take a look at this area down here where this potential river was, or bubble. So I'm trying to see, and I don't think it's actually bubbled anywhere over here. I don't think this is bubbled at all. Nope, I don't think this is bubbled at all, you guys. And the glue here actually extends to down here. So yeah, the glue extends right there. That's not going to be that difficult to cover up. I'm going to use some washi tape to cover that up. But I think because this is in one huge piece of this, I'm probably going to actually replace it with some parchment paper. So now we're getting down into more of the wolf. Okay, I see it. So if you look here, you can see this is the wolf face right here. You can really see it in the camera really well. So this is the wolf's eye. This is the wolf's forehead, the symbol on his forehead. Wow, you guys, I'm actually really impressed with this. What's that? All right. So that one bump that I thought was going to be a bubble or a river actually turned out not to be. It was right here. There is nothing wrong with the canvas underneath this. It's just the white covering that was bubbled up just a little bit. So, let me go ahead and lay this flat. I will say that the one nice thing about having just the one sheet is I don't need to worry about where the seams are for the covering, because it's all one big sheet. So you know, if the covering on the edge gets a little, off, I don't need to worry, because the glue does extend past the the glue does extend past the drill field. So if I don't completely cover up the glue on the edge, no harm, no foul. But so far, I haven't seen any wrinkles or bubbles or rivers in this canvas. This canvas is pretty pristine, you guys. And I'm working it out just to make sure. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and undo this other side now for you, so we can kind of take a look at this side, the bottom. Again, I'm trying to be careful not to rip the protective cover. Hey, look at that, I managed to do it. So, this is going to be really nice, you guys. Stylized wolf. Yeah. Okay, so now we can see we're back at the wolf's head again. Okay, so this is the wolf's head up here. And then these are the little swirlies. There is only one legend on the canvas. It's up in the upper corner, way up here. That is the only legend that's up there in this corner. So unless you have the printout handy, you will need a way, or you take a picture of it. When you're working on this lower end down here, you will need to keep that in mind. It looks like there's a couple of little bubbled areas maybe down here where the glue isn't quite stuck, and that's where a couple of the creases are. But you guys, in general, this is a really pristine canvas. I'm quite impressed, actually. I'm going to use my crochet hook here just to double check. Alright. So, and that's all pretty much just one color. So there's one slide area down here where the glue has discolored just a little bit, right where these creases are. But I can tell, looking at it, what the symbols are underneath that. So, the canvas, as you can tell, is super sticky. And I don't see any creases or anything with this. This is really nice, you guys. I'm impressed. I've seen quite a few people that have had really bad issues with their canvases from this company. And I have to honestly say that I'm impressed. So, this is, let me go ahead and get this covered. This is a 70 by 50. As you can see here, it is a 70 by 50, 33 color. When I get the cover back on, I will actually measure for you. Let me get the cover back on this. I will measure for you the actual drill field on this canvas to tell you if it's an actual 70 by 50 or if that 70 by 50 is the entire canvas, not just the drill area. So let me get this covered back up. You guys, this is really pristine. I'm actually really quite happy with this. And personally, I will probably be ordering some more canvases from this company. Let's give that because I'm really impressed. Alright, I'm smoothing out the back to get any air bubbles out that may have accidentally formed when I laid down the backing or the protective cover. But yeah, I don't see any creases in here, you guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out some of the bubbles that I can see on the back of the canvas and feel. Alright, so yeah, I am pretty impressed with this, you guys. I am totally impressed with this. Alright, I think I got a good majority of the air bubbles that I can feel out. Maybe. Alright, I think that does it. I'm not feeling any more air bubbles. Alright. So there's one. There's a couple little ones around, but generally, I believe the air bubbles are out. Alright, whoops, and my new drill pin just landed on the floor. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, all in all, this is actually really pristine. So I actually did get a really nice canvas from this company. Alright, as I said before, I was going to measure this for you so we could determine if the 70 by 50 is actually the canvas size or if the 70 by 50 is the drill field. So, those are inches, there's centimeters. Alright, so 70 is going to be the long way. So I will put this right at that part. You're not going to be able to see this exactly. Alright, so it looks like the drill field this way is really smack dab close to 70 centimeters. Yep, 70 centimeters that way. The drill field. And I said it was 70 by 50. So we put it at the edge of the drill field. So the 70 by 50 is exactly the size of the drill field. So the 70 by 50 is the size of the drill field. So the measurements on this one is true. This is a 70 by 50 square. And honestly, let me see if I can figure out, if I can pull up what I ordered. Let me go back here. So I ordered let's see. This is the 2019 Dream Wolf Embroidery UK V as in Victor, M as in Mary 7505. This is the 2019 Dream Wolf Embroidery. That's the name of this canvas. It is SJ8266. It's a 70 by 50, 33 color square drill, full coverage. The actual drill area is 70 by 50 as indicated on the canvas. I didn't measure that. It comes in DMC. The drills are weighted. They come in baggies already weighted. So this is going to be kind of fun, you guys. I'm looking forward to doing this. Yeah, I'm actually really happy, and I'm going to keep Victoria's Moon on my radar for future diamond painting purchases, because I'm actually really impressed by this. I know some of the other channels haven't had nearly the amount of reviews, but I'm going to say, based on my experience on this, I give this a definite double thumbs up from what I've seen. So, Alvina from Victoria's Moon, I hope you're watching this. Just know that I'm really happy. I'm really pleased. I will actually do some videos later on of my progress along the way, so you can see the drills in action. And then I'll also do a post review when I'm done with this one. I'm not sure exactly when I'll get started on this, but hopefully it'll be soon, so I can get this video uploaded. But thanks a lot, Alvina and Victoria's Moon, for sending this awesome diamond painting to me for review. I hope if you're out there in diamond painting land and you're looking for another company to order from, I did get this in 13 days. They said shipping normally takes 7 to 10. 13 days, though, isn't too bad, considering it's coming from the UK. Victoria's Moon is a UK company that just recently got started. But I'm actually really happy with this. You can check to see where it came from. So it says it's shipped from Chino, California, but I don't know. That's what the thing says. It says it's shipped from Chino, California, but I don't know. So it's hard to say. All right. So that's all I have for you tonight. I'm actually really happy with this. Thank you, Victoria's Moon and Alvina. I'm looking forward to doing this. One of the other things I kind of wanted to point out too, the canvas edge isn't scalloped or anything, and you can kind of see it's fraying. There's a little bit of fraying on the canvas, just a little bit. Sorry about the shaking. You may not be able to see that, but the canvas is fraying just a little bit. You can see the little fuzz right there. Chances are likely washi tape is going to help. I'm going to need to put washi tape out there because the glue goes a little past the diamond painting drill area. But I'm not worried about that because, you know, I think I'd rather have it extend out a little bit than to be flush up against the edge and have the drills on the edge of your diamond painting falling off. I have washi tape that'll help cover that up when I'm drilling in those areas. But yeah, my plan is to hopefully within the next 3 to 4 weeks get a start on this one, so I can do a little bit more of a review on it. And I'm probably going to either cut the cover paper, since it is in one large sheet, which is the one drawback about it. But that also means that there's no seams in your glue, which is good too, and there's no overlapping, so you don't have to worry about that. But this one large sheet will make diamond painting in sections a little difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little craft knife, my very sharp craft knife, and cut it in sections. I'll probably do like, you know, a small, like, you know, 50 by 50 drill section at a time. I tend to I don't diamond paint one color over the entire canvas. I do little sections, all colors in one little section at a time, and move across the canvas. So what I'm going to do, since this is the top up here, I'm going to start at the top working upside down and work across the top, and then start working rows down until I get towards the bottom. But anyway, that's the only way that you're going to know with the kits from this company that you have enough diamonds in your kit, is by actually working the kit and kind of going from there. You won't know if you've received enough diamonds for each color until you actually get working on it. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily kit this up into my storage system, or because I think because this is a review, I'm just going to simply leave the drills in the baggie like this. But I'm going to stick these separately with the inventory sheet, so I can at a late. I'm going to leave the canvas open. I have some magnets that I can hang it from some shelves in my craft room, so I'm going to leave it flat so it kind of hangs and goes flat. But anyway, I'm just going to put the drills on the shelf with all the other drill packs that I have. But again, you know, I'm going to kind of leave this hanging out. I'm not going to put it back in the box, and I'm probably not going to keep the box. But anyway, thank you, Victoria's Moon, for a very wonderful diamond painting. I'm looking forward to getting to this stylized wolf, and hopefully, you know, everything will go well. So thank you so much for sending me this kit. I'm looking forward to working on it and to continuing my review of Victoria's Moon 2019 Dream Wolf Embroidery pattern. It's a 70 by 50 square drill, full coverage, 33 colors, diamond painting. Brought to you by Victoria's Moon in the UK. So thank you very much for watching my video. Keep on keeping on until my next video, and we'll talk to you soon. Alright, thanks a lot, you guys. Have a nice night.